Is this thing really real?
Oh, why laughing at my car, bro, man?
I have to take a picture for the guys.
I was taking selfie.
So you've got only 5,000 Rand to spend and you don't want to spend more than 150 Rand a month on a car. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bajaj Qute. So the Bajaj isn't really 5,000 Rand. In fact, it's 72,000 Rand. And thanks to the good people at Bargain Auto, they've loaned us this unit to test drive today. So what do you get for your money? You get 4 doors, rearview mirror, a windshield wiper, and 4 wheels and tires. You also get a roof rack and a handy little storage compartment here in front. So you don't get a passenger side visor, headrests, power steering, electric windows, air conditioning, or any of those things, but you do get 2 handy little storage compartments in front. You've got a little radio USB player over there, 3 pedals and a steering wheel, and a lot of exposed nuts and bolts. We decided to compare the Bajaj against its closest rival. The Bajaj definitely has more legroom. And this is the cheapest car in South Africa. And that's the thing about the Bajaj. It's not a car. Technically, it's what's called a quadricycle. So, effectively, it's a motorbike with 4 wheels. Think of a tuk-tuk with an extra wheel. Let's see how fast it can go through the gears on this sequential gearbox. Let's go. 0 to 100 comes up in about 2 or 3 minutes on a downhill with a top speed of 70 kilometers an hour. We've run out of the road. We've run out of the road on the brakes. When the Renault Quad first came out, us motoring journos said the car wasn't safe enough and nobody would buy it. It then quickly turned into a bestseller. And the reason it did is because in South Africa, our public transportation system is terrible and people need to get to work. People need to be mobile. And this is the kind of car that's going to make sure that that happens. The controls are a little bit difficult to manage. And I think with time, just like on a tuk-tuk, you do get used to all the controls. And now I'm starting to get a bit more smooth with my gear changes, as you can see. This is quite an adventure though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's super fun to drive this car. Now that I'm getting the hang of things, other than the sweaty underarms, I'm kind of enjoying this. What do you think?
Why laughing at my car, bro, man? Yeah, suspension, bro. I was taking selfie.
So, who is going to buy this car? Well, at the moment it does look like big delivery companies are interested in the Bajaj. And I don't blame them. With fuel consumption of around 2 to 3 liters per 100 Ks. Speaking of 100, you can fill the tank on this car with 100 Rand. It's the kind of car that makes perfect sense for a little delivery company. The Bajaj takes up less than half a lane of traffic. And that means that you could, that means that when you're driving, you can literally zigzag across the road like this and still only be using 1 lane. The Bajaj, however, does have a few questions around it. How safe is this car? Well, apparently it's been rated to be safe to crash at 35 kilometers an hour. And because it's not a car and it's limited to 70 kilometers an hour, it's kind of safe enough to cruise around like you were riding a tuk-tuk. people give the Bajaj a thumbs up. People like this car. Some people think it's fake. Why are you laughing? Those guys are literally laughing at me now. What's funny, guys? Do I look funny to you guys? It's basically meme culture with four wheels. Honestly though, once you get used to this car, I can see that this is the perfect delivery vehicle. Suspension seems to be supple enough to handle any bumps in the road. But I really wish I had aircon right now. And I feel for the guys that are going to be driving these vehicles every day, all day, without air conditioning. The turning circle on the Bajaj is extremely tight. Like you can pretty much turn around in any road. Very helpful if you need to get those deliveries done quickly. Look, in all seriousness, South Africa needs transportation. The South African people need to be mobile. Our public transportation system doesn't work. So what are people supposed to do? They are looking for reliable, cheap alternatives to get the job done. And at just 72,000 Rand or less, the Bajaj might just be the vehicle for the job. Special thanks to the guys at Bargain Auto for letting me borrow this car and basically telling me it's okay to make fun of it. I appreciate you guys. You, your company or friend is interested in the Bajaj, check the link in the description below and speak to the guys at Bargain Auto to hook you up. That guy also just stared at me. Yep, that guy too.